G'day everyone, welcome to round 2 of the losers brackets, and we have on the Commonwealth team Otto von Snell versus on the Japan team AngelFallen. So interesting nations for this particular map. We'll see Otto here moving most of his squad down the middle and moving two guys to the right at this stage. It's rather silent here. I'm not sure if my sound is on, but hopefully it is. But here we see some Japanese troops rushing the middle. The MG is being placed behind that area, which has good cover frontally on the center and somewhat on the right-hand side. Um, Otto does have an assault squad, so he doesn't have the infantry cover that Angel does. He really needs to start grenading, but nice move by Angel. He throws a grenade, might get a 3 kill here with that. Takes out one. No, it doesn't take any. He just injures them, but he gets a bullet to the face in the end. And the two guys here which should have died have survived. So Otto is capping now the right flag with considerable force, considering it is a spawn flag. Usually most people like to lightly defend their spawn area flag, but the middle looks like it's been totally dominated here by AngelFallen. As you can see, Angel now decides to buy a Bren to provide some cover to the advancing troops, which is a somewhat good idea. But the grenades really need to come quicker there. AngelFallen using, I guess, his better micro to grenade the hell out of Otto. In this particular map especially, because there's so many obstacles around, you can easily grenade the player by weaving in between these obstacles and throwing grenades. So as you can see here, Angel has a troop here, can easily run around here, grenade here, as he's doing right now. So if you have the micro for this, it's actually a good map for throwing grenades everywhere. See Otto's running back again. Also got an MG down here, moved it up into the pipe here, but it's blocked by that wooden feature there. Should actually move it maybe to over here where there is a complete line of sight for that MG, which it does definitely need. But Angel is pushing behind this cover, using the cover great for grenades. Otto needs to do the same. I haven't actually seen any grenades have been thrown by Otto yet, so he's a relatively new player, but he does need to throw grenades still. Here comes a M3A1 from Otto. It's a decent buy to what he needs to counter, but at this stage it's quite late in the game already. He's already bought an MG after he lost the assault squad, so there is definitely MP around for Angel to easily buy a 222. So this can be easily countered. It's already lost its head by that MG, so it's only one crewman in there. I'm expecting a 222 very, very shortly. In my opinion, with these half-track buys, you need to actually buy them straight after your first squad. So for UK, a good strategy is for some players is to buy this unit straight after their assault squad, because the assault squad only costs 125 MP, and because it only costs that much, you can get the half-track much sooner, and you can actually do damage to the player before they can afford a 222. But looks like Angel hasn't gone the fast counter, because maybe he's thinking this thing isn't doing that much damage anyway. I might save up for something bigger that can be useful later on, because a 222 may only be useful until the counter comes. So I guess a good play there by Angel. Maybe he's predicting that, but you see a nice shot there by that half track. Takes out that 80 infantry from miles away. So Otto here is just holding his back point here. Quite slow to move in middle, because he does have cover from the half track, but he hasn't decided to go forward. He really should have done that sooner. And on the right here, he does have quite a good hold with a lot of infantry, but a counter has to be there somewhere in the form of an AT rifle. Maybe Angel has got an AT rifle somewhere. That's why he isn't buying that 222. Because being the Japanese, he would possibly want to do that, because the alternate. Wow, what is that? 57mm light anti-tank gun. Okay. Fair enough. Or you can buy one of those. Japan does have very, very cheap anti-tank guns, and also a very good anti-rifle which has a semi-automatic action and has awesome penetration. The only penetration that beats it is the one from the guard's rifle, if I'm not mistaken. So some people actually use the AT rifle of the Japanese as a sniper to just kill MGs. But here's a buy of the heavy MG Vickers by Otto, which yet again I do not recommend at this stage of the game, because as you can see there was a ho-ha in this area here. You can easily walk down. And apologies from before, I just realized that they're the Japanese and they don't have a 2-2-2, but nevertheless the strategy is the same. He shouldn't have bought that, because they could have run down a Hargao. But here is the Vickers doing more damage than it should, but as expected the light vehicle does run over this Vickers MG. So expected there, and a relatively bad buy by Otto. But what there's an AT rifle here being spawned by Otto now. He really needs to get into a better position here, somewhere in cover, maybe take a side shot on that ho-ha, but it doesn't look like he can with those obstacles in the path. It's a relatively unconvincing attack buy for this this AT rifle. It does cost 60 MP. If I was Otto, I would possibly go an all-econ 222, which has the capacity to kill that, and also has the capacity to kill all these infantrymen behind cover. And it should be safe from the AT gun from behind there as well. But this 2-pounder would work okay, but it just won't kill the infantry fast enough. Maybe it can shoot through that half track. It should be able to shoot through that half track and take out that ho-ha. But Angel is reinforcing the point with the MG now. Has taken out the AT rifle. As he saw, the AT rifle is rather unconvincing in that position. A 2-2-2 would definitely be all econ would be much better in that position. But Angel using this alleyway now to throw some grenades on the corners, which is a good play here. Basically, this alleyway here is a good map feature where you can run down here and use cover, flank units from this area here. So the UK troops are currently torn apart by the HE from that AT gun and that ho-ha, which has survived way too long. With this 2-pounder, I think is not having a good shot, so he has to move. He's moving to the right a little to take a better shot now. So that should take it in this final shot. It's tracked it, so that should be finally gone at last. But on the left-hand side here we have Otto pressuring with one SMG guy. This point is actually very, very hard to take because of the height of these buildings. You can't actually grenade over, so you actually have to run through and fight, but usually there is someone waiting there to take a shot at you as you peek out. So not an easy cap not an easy cap to take there. But Otto is finally, no, he hasn't. He has got infantry here, but there must be some sort of Japanese infantry here. And you can see that little hole there in that crate. That must be a good position for some infantrymen to sneak in and cap a flag, which maybe Angel is doing right now. Not many convincing buys here by Otto, but also Angel doesn't have anything on the field that really can tear up infantry. So at this stage, if Otto wanted to, he can pretty much run in here with a squad of infantry, use the cover, and start the grenade war in the center and grab it back. Because there isn't any 20mm around that really denies anything. So, and also there isn't really, this MG is useful, but you can still run through infantry through this cover if that MG is there. But if there's a 20mm, you certainly can't. So here we have now Otto charging an assault squad down this line. It may have the majority rules on this point and may cap it, but I don't think it'll be doing much damage. But here is a grenade lobbed over nicely on that building, but hits the roof there. As you can see now, he does have the majority of people on this flag and is capping, which is a good play there by Otto. And nice positioning here by troops on this building here. I actually haven't seen this done before, so this actually is quite a good tactic here by Otto. You can see these SMG guys on this roof can actually shoot down on the people camping behind this wall, which is so ever hard to grenade. But he only gets one. A few guys actually snuck through this building over here, so Otto is doing well on the left. Surprisingly, he's really pressuring AngelFallen, the higher seed here. AngelFallen is reinforcing though with a bunch of paratroopers. No, there are SNLF infantry, the light Japanese infantry. They should make short work of this, but here... Oh, nice grenade there as well by AngelFallen, which takes out the entire wall and every guy on top of that roof. But the SNLF troops should have no issues capping this, but a nice grenade from that rifleman there. This is what I love about the UK, is they have this assault squad leader with a EM3 rifle grenade, which can do amazing damage and shoot at angles and things he can't usually do. But he runs into the fire of the SMG guy, whilst in the middle, Otto is pressuring the left flank with an assault squad. There's possible grenade opportunities here if he runs across to this little thing here and throws a grenade and takes out that MG. He could possibly actually reach that MG from this area here by lobbing a direct control grenade over here and exploding on the side and killing that MG. But it probably won't be able to throw directly over, so one over here should take that out. Not much light tank usage here by Angel, which the Japanese are renowned for, but you see this thing here, this is quite a funny feature. You can actually knock this down, I believe, quite easily with a HE shell, so that 80 tank there is just, anti-tank gun there is in a very precarious position there. But this point now is being capped again by AngelFallen with his SNLF Elite Infantry, with a machine gunner by Otto reinforcing the point, and he does take out one. It takes out the guy actually capping the flag, so a nice play there. But here is the 57mm doing extreme damage with its HE shells. But Otto is managing to cap the middle flag as well. This is quite a turnaround of events here. That 92 type vehicle, armoured vehicle, shouldn't last too long with that 2-pounder there as well, but I don't think it sees it because it has to be direct controlled because it's not behind it, but now it's being manned. I wonder if the gun is damaged, but maybe the AA just doesn't want to shoot there. Otto should really direct control this and shoot through that lumber bunch of lumber over there, but that shot must have come from something else. That's the Daimler there. But an AT grenade secures it from a guy in the middle, so unbelievably Otto has almost got a 3-cap here. It's 9-20. The game is certainly not a walkover. AngelFallen is really not struggling, but is really feeling the pain here from Otto's continuous assaults from the left and middle. Really good pressuring here by Otto, which you should do in all games, attack all flags, but that 57mm easily able to penetrate that Daimler, which wasn't really a good buy at this stage because there was nothing really to take out for that Daimler other than that 92mm, which the 2-pounder or any other tank would do. He would probably, because he saw that 92mm, there's possibly a 75mm AA gun around here somewhere lurking. I don't think that would have been a single buy, and also Angel hasn't spawned much since, only that SLNF infantry. He could have that, he could have banked for that 75mm, so that's why he possibly lost those flags. But here AngelFallen is charging a bunch of recruits. He's obviously low on MP. Downs the SMG guy and is capping the middle now with his recruit squads, but a nice snipe there by that gun. You can see with these guns, AT guns, they do have a low HE range basically, so you can use the AP gun to actually snipe the units off the gun. And you can also use the 2-pounder because it has very high accuracy and a high fire rate. You can use that to snipe units behind cover like an MG. High important targets basically, important infantry targets. What happened there? The 57mm killed the 20mm. Not too sure what happened there. Did he just kill his own unit somewhere? I think he killed his own 20mm somehow. Unfortunate there by AngelFallen. But score-wise, it's 20-18. Very even at the moment, but Angel is getting better of Otto in kills. But the time has gone by quite long, so I think Otto may have the payback already from those units, so it'll be relatively even. Angel has bought a sniper lurking around here somewhere, and there doesn't seem to be many troops left. That's possibly why there isn't, because the sniper's been picking them off slowly. So as soon as you see a sniper, you should really duck your troops down or get something that can counter the sniper or move your troops away, because it can be a slow drain on your entire front. See, this sniper here shouldn't have killed that recruit. It just revealed itself. If there's a sniper on the field and you want to kill something else, you kill the sniper first. You don't kill something else because you're going to be the target now. The sniper's probably hunting him if Angel saw that. But on the left-hand side flag, there's a militiaman squad and a machine gunner hoping to take it back, but he won't have the cap the capping capability because of the higher tier infantry here. But there's only 80 infantry here. It can easily get shot down. Now it knows that and escapes and runs away. Good, really good pressure here by Otto, I must say. Even though he's losing more units, he's really pressuring the higher seed player. He's moving back into point with now the infantry SMG gun, which is obviously better in this particular situation. In the middle, Otto has still got his sniper alive, so this other sniper hasn't found him yet. And there isn't, hang on, sorry, I got an alarm. Sorry about that. But there isn't much on the field of infantry in regards to Otto in the middle, which it should be, as Angel doesn't also seem to have much infantry because this flag is still uncontested for so long. There's actually nothing much holding Angel back. But there is the heavy mortar by the Japanese, which is a very, very good unit to buy in especially situations where there's lots of buildings and cover. That will be very hard to kill. So it's going to rain down on his troops and destroy emplacements, destroy infantry. The blast radius is very huge for that particular mortar. So you're in a bit of trouble here, Otto. If he's spamming emplacements, they're not going to last long with that on the field. He needs something that maybe a Crusader AA or a Matilda, something which can actually push on this point and support the infantry while they run into middle. But here's the 20mm there. It didn't actually get killed. He must have just got decrewed by the 57mm here. So it's very, very tough to take now. There's anti-tank. There is anti-infantry in the form of the 20mm, and there is the super anti-infantry in the form of the heavy mortar, and also the emplacement killers. So really the options are very small for Otto here. He can really only spawn a tank with maybe some loose change infantry, which he doesn't mind losing to the mortar and 20mm just for some sight, or he can buy a Crusader AA. But I would also be wary with a 75mm somewhere maybe. But that Crusader AA, surprisingly, does have a decent amount of armor and has survivability. So if he sticks it back further and just shoots on the middle, it may be quite useful, as this all econ is going to be doomed. Regardless of that infantry killing it, that mortar is going to one-shot at any time. And that other 20mm gun there is definitely stopping it. And you saw that mortar, it does take it out. Emplacements or infantry alone are just going to be slaughtered in this area. So Otto needs to maybe change up points. If he's low on MP, I would totally ignore the middle. Maybe just put some guys here as scouts, some infantry behind here, just to make sure it doesn't creep up the spawn and flank. He should really consolidate the right flag, consolidate the left flag. This mortar, let it stay there. Let these emplacements stay there or move. But at this stage, middle is a killing zone for any infantry and any light vehicles and any emplacement. So he needs to buy a Crusader AA or a heavier tank. Maybe he's banked for a Crocodile. Crocodile may be a good option as well, because there's nothing on the field or nothing in the Japanese arsenal other than the extreme heavy tanks of the Chi-Ri that can really penetrate the Churchill. He may be in for a chance if he sticks a Churchill in the middle, flames everything, make sure it doesn't get bazookaed by the side. He may be in for a chance. So hopefully he does have the MP. I haven't actually seen him buy any special points on Think. I don't think he's bought a Black Watch. He hasn't bought, I'm not sure if he bought an Anzac. I don't think he has either, so he possibly has the points to spend on this. It'll be interesting to see what he buys with his special points. So he's buying single infantry units over here to hassle, which is a good play. He should keep hassling this point. He's doing very well doing so. And even though Angel does have the supremacy on the field everywhere, except, sorry, it doesn't have supremacy everywhere. He has supremacy on the field in the center, that's for sure. He's definitely been delaying him. So it's 23 all actually, but Angel looks much stronger on the field, but the score-wise in terms of flags is still even. Nothing spawned so far by Otto. He's possibly banking for a tank maybe. If you were banking for a tank, I would possibly go the Crocodile still. And if you were to get a tank, I would get a Crusader AA semi-tank, I guess, with some infantry support. This area, you possibly also, if another tip here you could know is mine disposal experts do have, that comes with 2 people, and in that squad of 2 people are 4 dynamites. So you could possibly use that in this downtime of having no option, while he's banking for something that can actually move in. He should buy one of those. Come here, throw the dynamite here, blow up the cover, because this thing is a thorn on his side at the moment. He could, after that's blown up, he could pretty much have free reign with some sort of Crusader AA coming down here, knocking everything out here, capping this point, forcing the other emplacements over here somewhere else. But these ones will be useless against this area here. But this mortar will still have access to this area, so that mortar is really, really a big danger on this map because it has cover to everywhere. Um, he has gone the 25 pounder. Quite slow to kill these things and maybe a bit inaccurate. But if you can luckily get that mortar and then after that get those emplacements, he's in for a chance. So he spent 6 special points on that Royal Artillery. He's very, very poor choice of bombardment. As you can see, there's only recruits there, and only 3 died, and that's all that's going to die. And the recruit costs 60, and that's probably just not even half a squad. So that was just 20 MP for 1 barrage, and another barrage here going to the left, which is still, I wouldn't consider it a good one. He really needs to take it at 20mm, that 45mm, and that mortar. Those are the main things that are stopping his advance anywhere. Infantry in the center, infantry in the left, it does not matter, because you can overpower them with other infantry, and also you can attack with a half track or something to stop them. But another 75mm here. I think this is a buy that is actually with the 75mm, so he does have a 75mm gun, and that Type 92 armored vehicle is is the free one you get with that particular AA gun, which is a really good buy in my opinion for 500 MP. But here's a Sherman. I wouldn't have gone the Sherman because definitely I must there must be a 75mm there. It has to be. And it has decided to turn its engine inside as well. Not good there, not good at all. And he's reversing in. What is he doing? He must have not be looking. He's finally saw. Bad luck there by Otto. He saw what he did wrong, but it was too late. Reversed. Now his engine's damaged, his track's damaged, his side's exposed, and the AT gun is shooting from that side. It is slightly angled, so this AT gun is very light. It may not be able to penetrate. So you may be able to kill that, and also kill that 20mm quickly before something comes and shoots it right in the side or ass. But here's the assault squad here, charging from Otto. Good play to pressure this point. It's actually capping right now. But there goes that. No, it's not dead. 4 tank crew has died. But there it goes. There goes that Sherman, which was used quite incorrectly. But in hindsight, it wasn't actually a bad buy because there isn't a 75mm. I keep thinking that there's 75mm, but Angel must not play. It doesn't actually play regularly with the Anzac Mel people, and he maybe doesn't know about the 75mm AA that comes with this because it's actually quite pricey alone. Artillery still shooting at targets which aren't ideal, but wow, a 150mm gun knocks out one of the 25 pounders and another one there. I wouldn't actually. This is a very strange game. It's a very static and I guess slightly boring to watch game with arty buys. You get some arty. I'm going to buy some bigger arty. The thing is, Angel shouldn't have to worry about that 25 pounder arty at all because it wasn't even attacking anything fantastic. But Angel does get those kills, which is quite lucky. In one barrage he gets 2 of them. Otto really should have split them up as well. That would have been a good idea before, but the right hand side is now being swarmed by the Japanese forces. The middle is actually getting some some action there from Otto there, capping the middle, but the 25mm should make short work of that. You should really prone this infantry. Those which players that do not have a prone button really should. It's one of the most useful buttons ever. Mine is spacebar, so as soon as I see something like that, I'll hit the spacebar, all my troops go down, or in an assault somewhere, if you run your troops up somewhere, you just hit your spacebar, all your troops go down and fire in great accuracy and in better cover. But on the left-hand side here, that mortar is definitely making short work of any sort of advance. Middle is still locked down by that 20mm and the AT gun and the mortar. The left is being locked down by MG's infantry and that mortar, so Otto's situation is very dire indeed. And here is the 95mm Cromwell. So it looks like he only spent special points on the Royal Artillery and Cromwell. The Royal Artillery, I do condone. It takes a while to kill things, and it is quite a waste of money. And Angel has also bought artillery to counter, which is quite strange as well, considering what he was fighting, because there was nothing there that he needed to kill that was doing damage. But that 25mm does track the 95. Sorry, the 20mm tracks the 95mm gun. The next, once it reloads, it should aim for this 20mm, knock this out of action. It's been in action too long and has been taking out too many infantry for the amount of MP it's worth. It is very cheap for the amount of kills it is doing. As you can see now, Angel has no infantry here in the front because probably that 20mm, but now because of that, he is susceptible to anything such as this 80 rifleman taking that out there. So you really need to put infantry in the front, guys. But a valiant effort, I must say, from Otto, with a few bad buys, a few bad choices in terms of barrages, but very good play by Otto in terms of hassling this left-hand flag, which he did delay the points by a lot. Points do actually matter in the end. You can sacrifice your points, sacrifice your men in terms of points. Sometimes it can be very, very, I guess, opportunistic to do that, and it is the better option sometimes. You can see Otto here is running in for some reason. Maybe he wants to get that mortar, but runs into another MG here. AngelFallen clearly suspecting some sort of assault, so he protected the mortar with the MG, which is a good play there. Angel now has the middle secured now, which he should have quite easily. But I think Angel might be quite MP locked, because there is quite a lot of units of Angels which aren't infantry around. Tetrarch here, not sure what it's trying to achieve. It's not, I don't think it could be, it's not really a good buy in my opinion, especially at this situation. It can provide cover in this point while it advances, because there isn't actually a 20mm, but it is stuck in this area here. It moves past here and get hit by the 25mm, and that mortar can actually penetrate the light armor of this Tetrarch. But some good shots it has right now. It decides to shoot. Takes it a few recruits, but that mortar has certainly got its eyes set on bombarding this on the top weak armor of the already weak armor of the Tetrarch. But here is a militia squad now from Otto, which is definitely needed for some sight. But surprisingly, this Tetrarch does have quite a bit of sight. I'm actually not sure if a Tetrarch does have more sight than other particular tanks, because it does seem like it did see a lot more than what it should have. On the right hand side, you can see those emplacements are still there. But Otto is still pressuring here. Militia squad won't do too well, but the buildings are knocked over, so you could lob grenades over from this situation right now, because the building is much lower and it's easier to lob a grenade. You don't need to be Hercules to throw a grenade over this one. So even a militiaman from Yorkshire could throw a grenade over here quite easily. But here comes the Tetrarch, moving close to get a better shot. But he doesn't look like he can get the shots, because, well, maybe he can. That terrain is actually not too deep as I thought, but the mortar is still pounding away. Good play by Otto, pressuring the point. He's actually capping the point now. So it's recruits versus militia. We should be able to get that MG. I'm not too sure if Angel is moving up that counter of his emplacement here. But did you see that? That mortar just landed right there, and it turret damaged the Tetrarch, so you can see how weak the Tetrarch is. Now another recruit infantry throwing grenades at the militias. The militia may perish. No, there's two left there, so it's still in capping towards Otto's favour. This game is really dragging along quite a while. It's 28 to 44 so far. That 20mm is still doing its job. He's not going to advance there. On the right, Angel really needs to somehow pressure this point, because there is only, let's say, 3 or 4 infantrymen over this point. One squad could easily grab this off him and force Otto to a 3-point cap to end the game more quickly. But it's not even counting down now. It's 44-28, one flag apiece. People, they're content with Angel is content with bombarding the hell out of him and holding middle. He wants to savor this victory and make it last very, very long. I don't see Otto having a chance to come back from this, especially because middle is too locked down. And this side is a possibility to slow the flag points, but Angel really hasn't lost anything this game. As you can see, the points for Angel is 300 and Otto's 81, which means Otto has lost a lot of forces and AngelFallen hasn't lost a thing. So there's a lot of reserves here to basically cap this flag, and I think Otto will be resorting to single infantry buys or a sniper. So that sniper could maybe do a little bit of damage, but won't change the game. It'll be a slow drain on Angel's resources, but at this stage it's too slow to actually make any sort of impact. That 2-2 that Tetrarch is doing a good job. I keep calling things 2-2-2s. I've got to stop that. But that Tetrarch is really doing a good job pinning it down, but it's really pinning the troops down for way too long. Angel really should get a counter up here. Even a Hargau maybe. Just buy a Hargau, come up here, do a 50-50 battle with it, because basically Hargau is only 180 I think MP, where a Tetrarch is 230, so they do have the same ability to kill each other, but Hargau is definitely a cheaper option. Another MG here, which is not going to do anything in this area, especially versus the 2-2-2, and that mortar as well can just turn around, hit this in a few shots basically. So emplacements are no-no, infantry are no-no in the middle at the moment. And I don't think he can afford anything else, so basically I don't see middle ever being capped by Otto from this point on. But you see here on the left, Angel has finally got this flag back. Otto has lost all his infantry and he has bought another assault squad. I'm quite sure Otto is at the stage where he is at 0 MP and he's just waiting for that MP to come in to actually buy a measly assault squad. But see that 2-2-2, he saw the sandbags, now he's just shooting randomly, killing anything in sight, so this point is untakeable. There is really no chance of him coming back, even if the best player in Men of War comes by, takes over this position now, it's unwinnable. Unwinnable, in fact. There really needs to be more capping of the flags by Angel to quickly hurry up and end it. This is lasting way too long than I would like. And there goes the Tetrarch. On the right hand side, an assault should have come much earlier by Angel. He's playing very, very defensively, Angel. When in fact he's really got the field now. He could send, because at this stage he can only spawn militiamen or assault squad if he saves. I would get possibly a paratrooper squad or something a bit more decent, and to cap this point basically you won't be able to take this again. Okay, so it's taken out that, and Otto's sending a militia squad to the left again. In vain, but it's going to be a good game, guys. So 49-50, it's almost over. Good game. Valiant work by Otto by holding in that long, but Angel, good game to you too. So good luck in the next match.